Chapter 25. Tyrene is a cobalt blue alien, bald, with black eyes and pink lips. A mustard yellow dress brings out the yellow in her eyeshadow and the jewels on her cheeks and forehead. Did she stick them on, or are they a part of her? Here he is, everyone! Welcome, Blaze! She takes my hand in hers and squeezes it with her 7 fingers with pink nails. Sit and join me. Thank you. I sit in the spoon-like chair and clasp my clammy hands together on my lap. I'm thankful there are only floating cameras looking at me, and I can't see anyone's probing eyes. It's just me and Tyrene. She sits a few feet away in her own spoon. A red couch is in between us. I guess that's for when she has several guests at once. How are you feeling right now, Blaze? A little nervous. Aw, don't feel nervous. If you fail this interview, you can always try again. Thanks for the vote of confidence, I think. Now, tell me, what are you thankful for? Well, I'm thankful to be alive. She laughs and glances at one of the many hovering cameras. Isn't he adorable? She leans forward, pinning me with a steady but friendly gaze. Truly, though, Blaze, what are you thankful for? What makes you happy? I'm thankful for the friends I have here, and for my brother. They definitely make me happy. Now see, that's tricky, she comments. Everyone wants friendships, but it's surely hard when you face each other in the ring. Are there any sore feelings afterward? Just sore muscles. Laughing again, she crosses her legs, trying to come across relaxed to put me at ease. Now, Blaze, we have heard you've made some changes to the fight. What kind of changes have you made, and why? I wipe my palms on my thighs. To name a few, every 6 days, fighters have a day off. Of course, everyone is on a different schedule. The arena floor is not as hard now, so it makes for softer landings. People can tap out of a match, they can surrender. Things like that. She listens intently, unblinking. I've yet to see her blink. I don't think she has eyelids. And for what reason did you make these changes? Because I want to make the fight safer and more productive for everyone. Tyrene gives me a quizzical look. Why is that? If injuries are not as severe, fighters will spend less time recuperating. They'll be able to fight more often. She leans back. Impressive. I never would have considered that. The questions roll on. In the beginning, she asked me questions that are more personal, as if she's trying to get to know me. Now she's heading into the heavier and harder questions. Tell me the 9 rules of champions. Fight until there is no power left within. I hesitate when I get to the 5th one, but I manage to remember and finish strong. Feed the crowd. Welcome the battle scars. Stay hungry for the win. Very good. When was Battle of Champions founded? 205 years ago, I answer. Correct. Now tell me, how do you feel about the prospect of becoming the next leader? I shrug and press my lips together. To be honest, my head's still spinning. She hesitates. I'm unfamiliar with that phrase. I'm sorry, I mean, it's hard to believe. It's a lot to absorb and take in. She nods. Being a leader is a wonderful and awesome responsibility. Yes, I'm still learning, but Farrell's... I catch myself. Father has been teaching me a lot. I know it will be way later in my future, but I feel like I'll be ready when the time comes for me to take over. You seem very humble, like you don't feel deserving or worthy of this. I force a smile. Does she see that as a bad thing? And an even bigger and more important question, do the leaders see that as a bad thing? What helps you most in the arena? What helps you stay focused? Well, my father watching me. I want to make him proud. I pause, surprising myself that I said that. Surprising myself more that I actually meant it. And I want to survive. That's always good motivation. Self-preservation, of course! She giggles and waves for me to go on. And when I fight alongside my brother, that always helps. I feel a calmness settle over me at the mere mention of him, the mention of my true family. I imagine him watching right now. I'm sure he is. You know him as Frost, but I've known him as Wesley my whole life. We help each other in everything we do. I can't thank him enough for all he's done for me. I point at the camera. Love you, bro. Aw, Tyrene puts her long fingers to her chest. That's touching. You're a fighter with heart. Glancing at someone off to the side, she nods. All right, time for the finale. My final question is this. Blaze, would you demonstrate your power for us? Sure. Why not? Excellent. I'm sure everyone watching is as excited as I am. Rising, she takes my hand. Helping me out of my spoon chair, she leads me to the center of the stage. I'd rather not perform, but I guess I do that nearly every week in the arena. Tyrene points to an alien that appears translucent, a shimmering body of color. I recognize her. What's her name? Lynn? She fights on level 1. What is she doing here? Will you demonstrate how powerful you are? Tyrene asks brightly. I can make my body go aflame or something simple like that. What are you exactly wanting me to do? Show us your strength. How much damage you can inflict on someone. My heart suddenly feels heavy. Lynn cowers on the stage, visibly shaking. Go ahead, Blaze. Tyrene steps back. Show us. Entertain us. If you're asking me to hurt a defenseless person, I'm afraid I can't do that. One of the many cameras, the white orbs with the black centers, hovers closer to me, as if it can't believe I just said that. I lean back, giving myself some breathing room. You won't comply? Tyrene asks, completely confounded. In front of all these people. You're a fighter, are you not? I am, but I can't ignore who I am or what I believe in. I fight in the ring and my opponent fights back. Lynn here doesn't have powers. I'm not going to hurt her. I keep my voice light and even, conversational. I'm appalled an interviewer would ask such a thing, but I suppose nothing should surprise me anymore. When I first arrived here, my father told me that cheap shots were only for the arena, so I'm sorry, I can't do what you're asking. If Pharaoh gets upset with me, if the leaders reject me, so be it. I won't hurt a defenseless person. I swallow, but I don't break eye contact with Tyrene. She stares at me with her unblinking eyes, and then breaks out into a wide smile. Well said, Blaze. She takes my hand and shakes it with both of hers. My chest hurts, but I try to smile. Lynn bows low to the ground, thanking me, and then quietly exits the stage. And I start breathing again. I think I did okay. I think everything's okay. Sadly, our time is up, Tyrene says, but I want to thank you, Blaze, for a wonderful interview. I wish you success, fame, and every happiness. Thank you, I wish you the same, I say, still shook up. Squeezing my hand, she lifts it in the air. It's up to you, leaders, if you think that Blaze is a worthy heir. Then she says, for my ears alone, I know if I was a leader, you would get a yes from me. Sitting in Farrell's suite, I tap my foot and press a fist to my lips as we wait impatiently for the results. Farrell was ecstatic after my interview, telling me that last question about demonstrating my powers was a test, and I passed with flying colors. Phew! How many votes do I need? I ask him. You must get at least 3 votes to be named heir. I nod, dreading his response to this question. And what happens if I fail? Well, you certainly haven't failed in my eyes. But if they were to reject you, then it would be more studying and training for you. We would simply try again. If they rejected you a second time, I'd kill them. I stare. Okay, moving on. Next question. And if I'm accepted, then we will have the biggest celebration this quadrant has ever seen. You will continue to fight, train, and study to prepare for your role as leader one day, but your schedule will not be as severe. And one day, he sweeps his hand across the room. This will all be yours. You will be in charge. Cool. He chuckles. Is that all you have to say? I'm kind of talked out after that interview. He shakes his head, grinning. The screen flickers on, displaying the leaders sitting at a circular table, discussing me. They know we're watching, but they can't see us. So basically, they just blab about me. They're analyzing my approach to questions and how I looked, what I was wearing. Who cares what I was wearing? I didn't pick the outfit. I glance at Farrell every now and then. I can tell he's nervous, which is strange because I've never seen him like this. He's staring at the screen, pressing his fist to his lips. That must be where I get that nervous habit from. Now he's drumming his fingers on the desk. Irritated with the incessant noise, but also wanting to reassure him, I reach over and rest a hand on his shoulder. Catching my eye, he smiles briefly and pats my hand. I've seen and heard enough. One of the leaders, Nam, stands. Blaze seems like a capable and bright young man. I appreciate his loyalty to his family, his wit and charm. I vote yes. Farrell's eyes glaze over with a victorious shine. Hungry for the win, he leans forward. Pauline shakes his head. I disagree. He did not exude confidence, not the air a leader must maintain. He's too human, too merciful. He should have blasted that girl without hesitation, My vote is no. Of course it is, Farrell growls. I shift nervously. Blur, an alien who barely fits in the chair, struggles to stand, but he manages. I also vote no. Blaze is too young, too inexperienced. He's also distracted with his brother Frost. He fights differently when he's in the ring with him. I bristle at that. Farrell waves it off, like ignore him. One more no, and I'm out. A green alien named Rebek, who seems to be made of jello, rises. I think Blaze will make a grand addition. If anything, he fights better when he's in the ring with his brother. His fighting style is brilliant. It's a yes from me. My stomach jumps. Last vote. It all depends on Keisha, a floating pink jellyfish with a voice like silk. I admire Blaze. He may be a little untraditional, but what is wrong with that? We need some freshness to the game. Besides, he has years, the rest of his life, to learn and improve. He is intelligent. He has the power and fire like his father. Farrell grabs my hand and squeezes it so hard I think he's going to break my fingers. I suck in a breath, half out of pain and half out of anticipation. My vote is yes, Keisha finishes. Yes! Farrell leaps out of his seat, literally glowing with excitement. I collapse, sink into my chair, relieved and satisfied. All that hard work paid off. I passed. I did it. It's over. Nom stands. 3-2. The vote is cast and complete. Blaze is officially welcomed and accepted to be heir and future leader of Battle of Champions. Congratulations, Farrell and Blaze. We will see you soon for the celebration. The screen goes black, and I think Farrell's about to burst into confetti. You did it, son! He holds my face in his hands. You did it! Then his arms swallow me in a huge hug. I couldn't be prouder of you. I find myself hugging him back. It's been so long since I've had any kind of parental support that I'm soaking it in right now. I didn't realize how much I'd missed those words, the security and encouragement it brings. Thank you, Father. I said it. I called him Father. It just slipped out. Thank you for teaching me and for helping me. You're very welcome. He steps back. Now, go rest. Do whatever you like. You've earned it. You've earned all of this. His eyes bounce along the room. I'm going to start planning the party. It will be a celebration that no one will forget. I chuckle. Oh, I can only imagine. Feeling accomplished, I leave my father's suite and am immediately met by my friends. They were waiting for me. Wesley's whooping and pumping his fists. Kozan and Slayer clapping. Jem has her hands clasped, beaming at me. I take a bow, drawing laughs from them and from myself. No longer able to hold back, Jem rushes to me and gathers me in a hug. Riley, you did so well! Closing my eyes, I return her embrace, feeling almost completely at home. We all head for my suite and have a little party of our own. We eat dinner and talk about how my interview went and what the future may hold for everyone here. They thank me and congratulate me for my hard work. For dessert, Wesley replicates ice cream sundaes for everyone. Oh, I love you too, by the way. What do you mean, by the way? I ask, taking the delicacy from his hands. Because of what you said in your interview, Jem answers. It was beautiful. Slay sticks a whole cookie in his mouth. Yeah, Wes here started crying. No, I did not, he protests. We all laugh. So, things with him are good then? Wesley asks me. With Farrell? He nods. You've seemed more relaxed lately. You don't cringe every time I mention his name. He's right, on all points. Yeah, I feel like we're friends now. And I didn't think that would be possible. Started out as enemies, then acquaintances, and now friends. If anyone could change him, Riley, it would be you, Jem says. I turn to her. What makes you say that? She avoids my gaze for a moment. Because you're so kind, so selfless. We share a smile, and the guys share a knowing smile. Once we finish dessert, Wesley turns on some music, and he and I teach our friends how to line dance. We snicker as they struggle to keep up, but they eventually catch on and seem to be enjoying themselves. Kozan even pops a few mini fireworks, showering us with light, color, and joy. We laugh, dance, talk, eat, and repeat. To cap off the evening, I slow down the music and ask Jem to dance. The guys sit down and talk amongst themselves, giving us our moment in space. Swaying to the calming music, Jem asks, How are you feeling, Riley? Happy. I'm dancing with a beautiful girl named Jem. I give her braid a gentle tug. What more could I ask for? She smiles, those temples glowing bright pink. What I meant was, are you content with life here? With your new role? My eyes never leave hers. When I was first brought here, I couldn't think of anything but escaping. But now, here with you, in this moment, everything seems right. I brush a few stray hairs away from her face. I'm so relieved I was allowed to make changes to make this place safer. So, yes, I am content. But I do wish I could protect you entirely from the ring, Jem. She shakes her head. I'm used to it. You don't owe me anything, Riley. Getting to spend time with you, simply being with you, is enough. A lump forms in my throat as she continues with such earnestness. You've given me another reason to get up every day, to keep going. I swallow the emotion, trying to convey what's in my heart. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but whatever it is, I'll try to keep doing it. She laughs softly. Closing the gap between us, I lean in and touch my lips to hers in a gentle kiss. She kisses me back. When we part, Jem lays her head against my chest and wraps her arm around me. Resting my cheek on her silky hair, I close my eyes, feeling a peace I've never felt before, not even on earth.